Hey, what's up, you beauties? In this video, I wanted to talk about some of the tips that helped me this season in Overwatch. And I wanted to share them with you to help you prepare for Season 3 so you can reach your competitive goal in Overwatch. Blizzard said that their ranking system was a little overtuned in Season 2, so expect to be placed lower in Season 3. Don't stress about falling ranks or where you're placed in Season 3. I was placed about 2,700 at the beginning of Season 2 and fell all the way to 2,500. When this happened, I was playing pissed off because of a stroke of bad luck. I got put into games with about 4 levers in a row, and then I got 3 troll picks from guys who just wanted to play like Torbjorn, Symmetra, where they weren't really viable, and lost us those games. I lost about 7 in a row. Even though I knew I probably should have stopped playing Overwatch for the day, I just kept playing and dropping rank because I was pissed off. I wasn't thinking about the game or like mechanics as much as I was thinking about how pissed off I was at my misfortune. So the tip is just to play your best each game. Treat each game like how you feel playing quick play. Stress-free, no biggie, whatever happens, happens. But just play to win. Focus on what you can control. That's what has worked best for me. Tip number 2 is only play when you feel like you can win. Yeah, it's a little counterintuitive, I know, but honestly, I feel like if you're not climbing deep down, you know that if you were better, you would climb. You know, maybe it's not your mechanics, and maybe it's your positioning. Maybe it's your rage that makes you play worse. I know rage makes me play worse. On days where I feel happy and well-rested, I do so much better than if I lost those 2 close games in a row, but queue up instantly just because I want to win. I have a really bad tendency to want to play till I win, and that has led me to some steep losing streaks. I know that Season 2 is close to ending. If you aren't very close to your goal, it can seem like you need to play a shit ton of games to reach your goal. But the fact of the matter is you really don't. Win streaks boost your rank massively, and everybody knows that. So if you play a few games each day when you're feeling super confident in your ability, and you win, say, 3 times each day and then 3 times the next day, your win streak will exponentially grow, increasing your chances of getting whatever rank you want with that win streak. Tip number 3, which goes along with the first 2 tips, will focus on attitude. The moment anybody exhibits toxic behavior, enemy or friendly, mute them. Whether you want to admit it or not, their negativity will affect your gameplay. Negative energy makes you play worse, period. One thing that drives me up the wall is when someone mains a tune and they are complete trash with that tune and will not switch. They know it and everyone on your team knows it. Be honest with yourself and by all means play what you're good at, but if you're just plugging up a roster spot, quickly try and sort it out with your team and switch, especially when you're underperforming and you're on a DPS character. Don't wait until the last minute to switch. You can tell if you're playing well or not. Tip number 5 is don't switch just because somebody picks a hero that counters you, unless their counter is actually working. For example, if you play Genji, people are going to pick Winston to try to counter you. And then they're going to relentlessly target you, but you can tell if they don't really know how to play him and only picked him just because they know it's a Genji counter. Well, that's good for you because if you continue to play Genji and you're actually doing your job as Genji, it's going to leave their team at a disadvantage, especially if you are still being effective with that hero. Tip number 6, I'm actually not the biggest fan of this one, but some people swear by it. They say that you can throw out compliments, but make sure you mean them. They want to compliment everybody on everything good they do to make them feel super confident and good, making the whole team work better as a cohesive unit. I think it's a good idea when someone does get a good ult or an Ana boosts you and you're like Reaper and you're able to go fucking Beyblade on them. But if it's excessive, it can be really harmful. And you know those people, they're sometimes pretty annoying. Just give out honest compliments. Tip number 7 is using your mic. Everybody stresses how important having a mic is and using it is. I agree to an extent. Callouts are very important, but only for specific things such as calling out flankers, low health targets, and giving a general guideline that may help your team greatly, like focus the healers before going all in with your Genji ult. And lastly, don't even bother climbing in competitive unless you generally feel confident that you can climb the ranks. Don't be that guy like if you're trying to get better with a certain hero and only want to play him in competitive match. You only end up hindering yourself and your team when you do that. At least practice them in quick play until you feel competent and ready to improve by playing more seriously. Those are my simple tips to help you gain a better rank in Season 3. If you feel like I missed something, please be sure to let me know in the comment section of this video. And if you like these tips, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.